to Tuesday, not Monday. Yesterday was a bit boring. If we were filming yesterday, we had lots of admin to do. We had lots of orders to ship from the weekend. We had guys that we've trained before asking lots of questions and help with cars that they're working on, with solutions and stuff. Yeah, so it would have been a bit boring for us to film that. We also had the launch of our new shop site. Our old shop site was a bit dated. It was a bit basic. I'm never really happy with it since we launched it. To cut a long story short, our payment provider stopped basically talking to our website provider, and we could have just got a new payment provider, but I just took the opportunity to create a new shop site, one that we're actually quite happy with. It has lots of features that we can improve as we go along, but yesterday was a launch, so we had to do a lot of teething problems and just making sure everything was working, lots of tested payments and things like that. So again, that was a bit boring, but it is now up and working. If you go to sonexdetailingacademyuk.com, the link will be below. Click onto there, click shop, and you'll see our lovely new shop site with all the products you could ever need to clean, detail, look after, maintain any type of vehicle. It's all on there. Yeah, so have a little look at that. So that was mainly boring, so we spent a lot of time doing that, so didn't get much time to do much else, although I did squeeze in a few jobs. So the first thing we managed to do was get the M3 clayed, which is done. So that's all clayed now. I have a lovely little time lapse of Laura claying it for you, so cue the time lapse. And there we go, it's clayed. So that's why the cover's on it. So it's now ready for polishing. I know we did a few test patches, but that was just to find out what it needed. Now it's completely clayed, so I want to keep the cover on it to keep the dust off of it, because now we need to get on with the polishing. Not much else is done on the interior. I'm waiting for the customer to get back to me with what his plans are or his aims and goals are for the interior, just to finalize a few things on what he needs doing. So we're just holding off on that. It's mainly down to, yeah, it's not just about what he wants doing, it's about budget. And at the end of the day, obviously we can do as much as anybody ever wants us to do, but this isn't our car, it's the customer's car, so it's what they want, not what we want. We can only advise, and then if they decide that they don't want that, or the budget's not there for that, then that's absolutely fair enough. We will do as little or as much as they ever want. So yeah, that's ready to go. So at some point today, I want to get on with polishing that. Second job we had yesterday that was worth filming is we had I don't know why I'm getting confused. We clean this car all the time. It's a 3 Series Estate, which has been wrapped in a very unusual colour, but really quite cool. And we maintain this all the time. It's a very good customer of ours. We look after it. It's a satin wrap, so yeah, maintenance is important. Wraps tend to go like, they don't dry out, but they look like they dry out, and the colours tend to dull on them, and they're not as vibrant as they were when they were freshly wrapped. So by using certain products, we can maintain that and keep it at the colours at its optimum and looking like it's always freshly wrapped. We have lots of products. Our shampoos and stuff are all wrap safe. Some great products for maintaining wrap is our new ceramic active series that came out last year. So we have the shampoo, the spray coating, and the detailer. Those 3 products are fantastic for maintaining wrap, easy to use, give great beading, great protection, and as we say, so simple to maintain. You can just use the detailer after every wash every week, and that just keeps it topped up and keeps it looking fresh. So let's cue a montage of me maintaining a wrapped BMW. there we go. That's the BMW done. So yeah, that's all cleaned and off it goes. Another happy customer. So after I finished the BMW yesterday, I had a customer dropping a car off, which is behind me, just here, which I will take you through in a minute. But it was a late drop off, so he couldn't get to us till early evening, and rather than mess around, I decided to just stay here and wait for him to drop off. So I decided to get a few more bits done. So as you can probably see, we're missing a car in the workshop. Well, we're not missing it because it's right there. And as you guessed, it's the RX7. So finally, she finally had a bath. So clean. Now she's got the cover on because I want to keep the cover, keep the dust off of her. She's now in her house. She lives in this little corner. Even have some other RX-7s up there to keep her company, and a load of spare parts because it's an RX-7, it breaks down. But she's now clean. Yep. So I was going to do a video on the RX-7 last night for you guys to have a walk around and tell you the spec and what we've done to it, but I didn't get time before the customer dropped it off, and guess what, I was late for my tea. So I've put it in a corner, and I promise I will do a video on it soon. I've not put the cover on properly. I promise I will do a video on that soon to show you guys it, because it really is a cool car. So yeah, that was that, and yeah, I got on with that because whilst I had all the washing stuff out and I was waiting, I decided to just crack on with it. So yeah, that's that one done. So the last thing we had yesterday that we had dropped off is this 3 Series, okay? And this one here is in with us for, again, leather repair. So I'll show you what the issue we have here. Okay, so this has the individual leather. I'll bring the camera down, here we are. So this has the individual leather, which is a very contrasting colour to the black interior and lovely wood trim. So yeah, but I don't know if you can see, but the problems are pretty obvious. We have wear to the bolster here, wear here. This is starting to wear around here where the clear coat is gone. Wear on this bit. Generally grubby, as you can see the dirt in the creases here. And this one here, which is a really unsightly patch. This one is unfortunately the result of incorrect cleaning. So the customer had what he thought was a bit of dirt on here, and it may have been wear coming through. It's not unusual for this individual leather to wear quite quickly. They're not painted the best. And it was probably a small patch of dirt, but it was probably wear starting, and he used an incorrect cleaner, an unsuitable cleaner, way too strong, and has stripped all of the paint off, all the way down pretty much to the bare leather and primer pretty much. So that's going to require repainting, as well as everywhere else. There's no damage to it, it's just painting, but you can see everywhere these little bits of wear. The problem is this is contrast stitching, so we have, as you can see, grey stitching on the white leather. So that is a little tricky because we need to mask off the stitching so that we don't paint the stitching the same colour as the seat. So yeah, we need to get on with that today. Hopefully get on with polishing the BMW, and hopefully get that done. As we said, we've got training here on Friday, so we need a clear workshop. So the 3 Series will hopefully be done today, if not tomorrow. And Hopefully we'll get through the majority of work on the M3. And worst case, the RX7 will have to be dumped outside during training to give us space in the workshop, because training is more important than our RX7. Sadly, but true. So yeah, I'm going to crack on. Going to get Laura to start preparing this leather by hoovering and cleaning, and I'm going to start polishing the BMW. So yeah, let's crack on with the time lapse. See you guys in a bit. Just pausing working on the bonnet a minute. Laura's cleaning the leather in the BMW, and we're going to go and see how dirty it is, because it's always fun. Oh, yummy.
Yes. Yeah.
Bum juice.
That is
Yeah, it's not too bad. Another customer said he keeps it regularly cleaned. Unfortunately, he uses too harsh a cleaner, as we can see by the damage. But yeah, not too bad.
Is that from cleaner?
Yeah, well, it was probably dirt to begin with, a little bit of dirt or grease from your arm and stuff. But yeah, he's made it worse by cleaning, and obviously he's trying to remove it, but it was wear, so it's just got worse and worse and worse. It's a snowball effect. You keep going, that's dirt, I'll keep removing it, and then you end up removing the paint further and further and further.
Okay.
So you end up with a lovely patch like that.
Nice.
Look at that lovely white leather now. Yummy.
Yummy.
Anyway, let's crack back on with the bonnet. Getting through it. 2000 grit sanding, followed by cut max at the moment. It's quite soft paint, so sorry, the camera's wobbling like mad. It's quite soft paint, so I don't need to go too hard. So we're just two-staging it back up. Just get rid of these nasty bird lines. See you in a bit. So that is Tuesday, pretty much done. My tea's ready, so I want to go home. As normal, I'm late. Got a good bit of polishing done on the M3, in between sorting some other stuff out, office side of things. It never ends. The leather I have, as you can see, pretty much there. Paint's on now. Gonna let that dry overnight properly, and I'll come in tomorrow and unmask it and see where we are. So that's done. The armrest is done. Yeah, so yeah, just on to tomorrow. I need a good tidy up because the place is in a right mess, and just crack on with the M3 and get this leather back in the car, hopefully. Right, have a good evening, guys. See you tomorrow.